think darkness is your ally. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but blinding.
Are you ready for some football?
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel 32 Deep, the unofficial channel for anything 32 team fantasy football related. Hoping to bring out some content specific to 32 team leagues. There isn't much content out there, so I figured I'd bring that to you. For those that are new to the channel, I create content based on the NFL Replica Association, NRA for short. It's a league that I run that's 32 teams deep. It's a dynasty best ball league. Pretty interesting format. Continuing down our division preview series, the division I'm going to cover today is the NFC East. This is probably the best division in the league right now. Last year's NRA Super Bowl champs, the Washington Commanders, they're pretty good, as you'll see. The division as a whole has a tough road ahead. You've got the Washington Commanders with the toughest strength of schedule. They're followed by the Dallas Cowboys with the second toughest strength of schedule. Then you've got the Eagles with the fourth toughest schedule, and rounding out the division, you've got the Giants with the seventh. Wow, that is some tough swimming ahead for this division. Let's get into the details here. Last week I went over the NFC West and I went from first place to worst place. I'm gonna go in the reverse order this time. So in the NFC East, your fourth place team that I predict is going to be, that's right, the Super Bowl losers. Fly Eagles fly. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to lose this division, and by a large margin. Looking at their roster, oh, it does not look good at all. Their starting quarterback is Russell Wilson, who we know is having a tough time. I heard that he's ordered the Philadelphia Eagles owner to give up his team. That's probably what happened to the last owner. On top of that, you've got some really questionable running backs on the roster. Not a lot of help. I think the only thing this team has is T. Higgins. And yeah, he's not even the top receiver on his own team. Tough sledding ahead for the Eagles. They do have two first-round draft picks, the 25th pick and the 31st pick. Gotta hope that he strikes gold there. Otherwise, this team is in for quite a rebuild. Yeah, good luck to the Eagles. I feel you. The Seahawks last week, we're in pretty bad shape too. So it's a bird battle for the bottom. Moving on to third place. This was tough. This division is very deep, but third place goes to, that's right, the Dallas Cowboys. On paper last year, this team was, supposed to be the dominant championship team. They did make the playoffs and made a great run, but fell pretty short of Super Bowl contention. And what a difference a year makes. This team's getting pretty old. You've got Derrick Henry, obviously is going to fall off a cliff someday. Supposed to happen last year, didn't happen. Maybe we get proven wrong again. You've got Deebo Samuel, who didn't really do a whole lot last year. He's getting up in age, I guess. I mean, he's kind of like a running back, but not so much anymore, so maybe he's fine. You've got Aaron Rodgers, who just came out of the darkness. Here's a reenactment of what happened out there in Oregon. Who knows where he's going to go, actually. I don't think he's going to go back to the Packers. The Packers really don't want him. They want to move on to Jordan Love, which makes a whole lot of sense. I think my favorite destination for him are the New York Jets. That would be pretty exciting. It kind of makes a whole lot of sense. He's a mentor to Zach Wilson. That's one way to get, a man's career back on track, is by pairing him up with his childhood idol. So Aaron Rodgers in New York would be fantastic. That team would, I think, be in Super Bowl contention at that point. But yeah, I mean, this Cowboys team has a lot of good pieces. They're getting old. And that I guess that's the difference. Like, the other two teams on this list have a pretty good roster as well. I could easily swap this team into second place as well, and it would be fine. But that's just the way the cookie crumbled here. So Dallas Cowboys, third place finish. As far as the upcoming draft for the Cowboys goes, they have 3 late picks, all in the second round. Probably not going to help them out too much. Be interesting to see where they go. Moving on to second place, we've got the New York Football Giants. This could change at any moment. This team is known to trade their entire team away and just have a brand new look every week, actually. Congrats to the New York Giants for officially pulling off the first trade of the season. No one is surprised by that. Despite their trade happiness, I do see this team, as it stands, to finish second place overall in the division. That probably will change in a couple weeks after more trades happen. But for now, I'm looking at their team and I really like it. We've got Wan'Dale Robinson and George Pickens. Those are 2 promising young wide receivers. One of them has got to blow up. My money is on George Pickens being the alpha down there in Pittsburgh. But if you look at the rest of the team, it's pretty balanced. You've got Najee Harris, who's still in competition for an RB1 finish. You've got James Conner, who's surprisingly finished as an RB2 last season. That's pretty good. They probably will need him more in Arizona with Kyler being out for a majority of time. Dak Prescott, he's still a good in-season quarterback despite his playoff woes. And you also got Jalen Waddle, who is no slouch. This team is pretty strong at wide receiver, pretty strong at running back, and it's got a good quarterback. That's a formula for success. I think this team has a good chance at the playoffs. Just hoping that strength of schedule doesn't bog them down. I also hope that the manager realizes not to give up a good thing in the name of trades. But that probably won't happen. This team is going to look completely different by the end of the year. I think we can all put some money on that. The New York Giants have only 1 late second round pick. That'll probably get traded sometime soon, but yeah, other than that, no draft picks for this team. But maybe they'll trade for some. Who knows? I'm expecting them to make a splash in the draft. Stay tuned. And last but not least, that leaves the defending NRA Super Bowl champs, the Washington Commanders, as your first place team in the NFC East. This team is pretty stacked. You've got superstars such as Jalen Hurts, you've got Travis Kelce. You've also got CeeDee Lamb, who's finished as the number 5 overall wide receiver in PPR scoring. He's just a monster. So, that 3-headed monster is hard to beat. We saw it towards the end of last season. This team was just dominating with, at least 120 points every week, which is a whole lot in this league. Other than that, you've got Jacoby Myers, Deontay Foreman, Tyler Algier. Those guys are X factors, and ones you're pretty happy about. Evan Ingram had a solid finish to the season as well. So this team is loaded at the top, and they've got a lot of depth as well. It's going to be hard for them not to repeat as Super Bowl champions. They do have the toughest strength of schedule, but I don't think that'll matter. The Commanders don't have any picks this upcoming NRA draft, but they don't really need them. Well, that is the NFC East divisional preview. Hope you enjoy it. If you haven't yet, subscribe. We'll be doing more of these divisional previews as the weeks go by. And then once we get closer to draft time, we'll probably do some rookie reviews, give you my thoughts on how they'll perform in their professional careers. It's always fun to just, predict. If you got any ideas for topics, let me know. Leave your comment down below and subscribe. Give a thumbs up. Help this channel grow. Help 32 team dynasty leagues grow. I think it's a fun format, and I'd like to see more content on it because I need a lot of help. I suck. I'm the Seahawks, and last week predicted a 4th place finish. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.